Page5Lit, we outside. The song, son. The song. Yo, what's good, y'all? What's happening? Glad y'all with me tonight. Peace be. Peace be multiplied. What's going on, y'all? The power is us. The power is in us. Thank a power greater than us for being here. Thank the Lord for everything we have in this world. Yeah, I'm happy. For real. Not for nothing, yo. Page5Lit, we outside. Please like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a gift. We're going to have this conversation tonight. We're going to chop it up. We're going to build on a couple of things. Yes, each night will be different. We're going to address different things each night. Please feel free to leave a gift. And only real issues, all right? If it apply, listen. If it don't, let it fly. This is not that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just we all sharing here. Feel free to jump in the chat, leave something. If it's something I leave out, nobody has all the answers. So, holler at me, keep me on point. But we're going to get right into it for real, though. And I was listening to that. I like that Gunna joint, the Gunna album. He's rapping circles around these niggas, but that's a whole nother story. But listen, I don't know none of them niggas. So rather than not, I don't know none of them niggas. Anyway, the first thing I wanted to examine was this. I noticed that, okay, it's 2025. They changed a lot of things, right? No, not that they changed things. They rebranded things. They gave things new names and shit like that, right? So one of these things they was talking about, they said they got this thing called Shrekking. You heard me, Shakur? They call it Shrekking, right? Now, I'm saying this because in my circles, that's where it's at. I don't know if it reached the younger people, but it did. It's just called Shrekking now, but it's really not Shrekking. See, check it, right? Shrekking is not a real thing, all right? When I came out of Attica, I was built like one of the Avengers. Let's just be for real. And for the last couple of years in my bed, I listened to Mary J. Blige every day when I did my workout and all that. And I really thought when I got home, I really felt like in my heart, if I bump into Mary J, I'm a bag that. I really felt like that. You know what I'm saying? I really felt like if I bagged Mary J, I would bag that. Or, or young Janet Jackson. We all had aspirations of getting a chick like that. You know what I'm saying? And not for nothing, we all had childhood visions of being with people that were out of our scope of things. You know what I'm saying? But what happened ultimately was we wind up being with who wanted to be with us. So it's not necessarily Shrekking. Shrekking, they say Shrekking is lowering your standards for a partner. It's really not lowering your standards. You wanted a young Denzel, and instead you got a young Chris Tucker type shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that was a good analogy, but I'm just saying, but your person is your person. And if you spend a little time with them 2 or 3 years, that's in your history books. You see what I'm saying? It was kind of meant to be a thing for y'all for whatever time period y'all was together. You know what I'm saying? But not for nothing. I said that because don't box yourself in. Open your mind and be people that's a little bit different. They turn around and be good people. They all have these, even when we were kids, right? Even when y'all think about it, when y'all was young, all the girls like the same boys. Remember? All the girls like the same boys. Thank God I was one of those guys. You know what I'm saying? So, but it was a whole group of dudes that the girls wasn't rocking with them. They weren't good speakers, things like that. And those things change, those mold young men, because who give men confidence in the family? The women in the family give the men confidence. I had a lot of sisters. They was always my little brother this, my little brother that. They had me thinking I was a young Billy D. Williams. That's my word when I was coming up. I even dressed like him when he was in Lady Seen the Blues. I got the pinstripe suit on with the hat cock, ace deuce, and the whole nine. Yeah, so, that's what give you the confidence. But you got to remember something. Keep your mind open to different things and different people. What I said the other day, don't assume you can read people by looking at them. Don't be one of the people that put a stamp on somebody. They might be way more than you thought they could be. And they might fuck around and be your person. You understand what I'm saying? So don't box yourself in with all that. I just wanted to say that. And again, it's just easy when you fuck with somebody to fuck with you. Like I said, you're in love. They not. Step up and face the truth of shit. You heard? Real talk. So listen, moving on. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I got a lot of questions in my DMs. I think I'm gonna have to take a time out. I think I'm gonna have to take a time out if take time out to answer my DMs. I got a lot of questions in there, you know, and people they want some advice about things and stuff like that. And we're gonna talk about it. If they agree to it, we're gonna speak on it, and y'all can give me some feedback. Cause hey, I might be wrong, or somebody might have better advice. I'm open to that. You know what I'm saying? So next, I want to talk about this scenario time. Right? You came home from college. Right? You've been gone for roughly the whole year. You didn't have no money to make it back. You've been gone. Okay? You came back to the hood. You came to see your mans and them, right? They got plans on going out. You with it and all that, you know. You seen your peoples, you know, yo, hey, what's up, what's good? You know, you ain't getting a number of good vibes because everything been going good for you. You know what I'm saying? You've been out the element for months now. For months now, you've been out the loop. So you come back and you get with your peoples and them. Yo, we going out. We going to have drinks. Blah 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 blah. We going over here. And y'all making a good night of it. You know, it feels good to be back in the city and all that. You know what I mean? And it's going good. Y'all get to the spot. Y'all not even there an hour. And the dudes you came with, they gone. Like, where they went? You looking around. You like, I know damn well these niggas ain't left me. And you don't see none of them. Now all of a sudden, you see two dudes pointing at you. They point at you. You don't know why, but when they point at you, they looking at you real aggressive, like, yo, that's that nigga right there. You see what it is, you get up out of Dodge. All right? Now you running for your life, trying to get back to the hood. That night, you don't see nobody that night. You don't see nobody that night, but you see dudes the next day. You run down on your man's, they're like, yo, what happened last night? Yo, for real, truth be told, they wasn't directly trying to disrespect you, but you've been gone for so long that they felt you was out the loop. They felt like that you got left because they felt like you weren't a part of what they was about right now. You moved on and did something else. You understand? It was no direct disrespect to you because they already had a plan. You was going there to have fun. They was going there to hit a lick. And they left you out of it because you ain't on that type of timing. Now, they might have did you a favor by not putting you on that type of timing, but at the same time, they endangered you too. You know, sometimes friends ain't that smart. Some people dumb as dirt and should carry a shovel. I can't say that they meant it like that, but if you've been gone for a while, you went away to decompress. You had to go up to the mountains. You went away to school. You moved with your auntie down south. Yo, listen, when you move and everything for you start looking brighter, don't be so damn quick to double back. Because what you doubling back to? 9 times out of 10, shit ain't really moved. You out the loop. You don't know who's ratting now. You don't know who up now. You don't know who robbing now. You don't know who a fiend now. Yeah. You don't know who wants some snake backdoor shit. Yeah. Things have changed. And if you've been gone for a minute to try to get out that, don't fucking double back. Don't double back. And straight up and down, yo, Shakur, you hear me? Yeah. Real talk. If you, the way times are now, if you haven't seen a brother in 4 or 5 years, you don't know him no more. Knock it off. You don't know him no more. You knew what y'all used to be to each other back when y'all would ride or die for each other. But it's been 5 years. People reinvent themselves. You don't know who this man might be right now. You know what I'm saying? You know. Don't let a phone call you and get you out your comfort zone. Now you over there risking life and limb, and you don't know what type of time this dude been on in the last 6 months.
He done changed his nickname.
All that. He done went over there and got a whole new persona and all that. You know, and then he calls you back to cash in the love that you got for him. Be smarter than that. You understand me? Be smarter than that, all right? Like I told you, if it's too complicated, the situation all technical and shit, back out. Life is simple. We make it complicated. Don't make your life complicated on purpose. Try to really avoid that. So that means so what that means is, you know, they say a lot of shit about college, right? But one thing college does teach you, it gives your mind a deeper insight on thinking. It raises your level of connectivity to intelligence. You can break down things that are more, your critical thinking is at a higher level. And that's really what it does. And I need you to start getting like that when it comes to situations in your life. Don't be a fucking accidental crash dummy. Okay? Really examine, catch that door? Really examine what's going on with that situation to avoid that type of shit. You know what I mean? Real talk. Now moving right along, I want to say this, your square life, whatever that may be. All I know is that some people that went out today, they didn't make it back for whatever reason. We don't know sometimes, whatever that may be, God bless them, I don't know. But I'm going to say this. When those things arise and you get into one of those particular situations, you have somebody to call, okay? You have some people available to you that can come to your rescue, can throw you a lifeline, that can show you some love on some real level shit, you know? I'm saying it because all of you have somebody that care about you and that will ride for you in that way. So in that, I'm reminding you, reach out to them and thank them for the love and care they have for you before you get in trouble and you have to call them in case of an emergency. You dig what I'm saying? I'm saying say something to them in regard to how you feel about them caring for how they care for you. I want you to reach out to them. Don't wait until all hell then broke loose and now you just pop up out of nowhere. Yo, I need you. Yo, just that. No, that's not good neither. You understand what I said? I want you to start being better to the people that love you, because don't nobody got to love your raggedy ass. But they do. You understand me? If you love them, let them know that you acknowledge their love and you love them back. I just had to throw that in there in between these different scenarios, you know. Yeah, I mean, if they treated you good and they made you feel special in any regard, the least you can do is call and give them a smile and show them your gratitude, you know. Simple shit, y'all. This type of shit right here change your life on the smallest of levels, you know? But the smallest of levels grow into the biggest of levels. You know what I mean? Real talk. Now, I want to say this right now, you know. She's 24 years old. Scenario time. She's 24 years old. She ain't got no kids. She fired. She got her numbers up online on the gram and all that. No OnlyFans, but she fired. Ain't got no kids. She doing what she do. You know, and she meet a dude, you know. He got his ducks in a row. He doing real good, you know. And she like him, you know. But the thing about it, when he hit her, you got to pay close attention to small shit. When he hit her, he said he liked her. He liked to take care of her. All right? And she liked him too, you know. He had all this shit together, you know, and whatever little homework she did on him, she liked it and all that, you know. And she figured she gave him a chance, you know. And all the situation of her getting to know this man, he a grown man. With that in mind, she figured like what she tell him is going to be a fact because that's the way he laying it down. You see what I'm saying? But he was like, yo, he said, listen, I like you. I think you're sweet. And I just want to be good to you, you know. That's all. I just want to be good to you, you know. He ain't said nothing about wanting to marry her, none of these things. He just wanted to be good to her. So what he did, he got her a crib. A nice little 2-bedroom, you heard? Nice little 2-bedroom. He bought her a whip and all that. She's doing good, you know? And she's feeling good about her life, you know? And he elevated her up. Let's be 100. He elevated her up, but at the same time, she's cooperating with his situation. So she's doing good now. And he took on a couple of trips, flew out, you know? They went on a couple of 4-day excursions, you know? And at this point, she's really solely in love, okay? And they doing their thing. She turns around and she gets pregnant. All right? She gets pregnant and she's very happy because she don't have no kids. This will be her first. So she really assuming that he's going to really be happy for her, you know? Because in her mind, this man really love her. Because look at everything he done for her. There's no way he don't love her. That's how much stuff he did for her. He has to love her. She's convinced that he loves her. He done took me on trips. He got me a crib. He got me a car. He done bought me all the stuff to make me who I am. He has to love me. She really believes that. So she gets pregnant and she waiting on him to call because, you know, she has to wait on him to call. That's part of the rules, you know. He finally calls and she just starts jumping up and down. She's happy. Yeah, she's pregnant. She's having a baby. Blah, 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 blah. And when she finished with the hoopla, she don't hear nothing but silence. He said, what I want kids for, I got kids already. That was his response. What I want more kids for? I got kids already. That's what he said to her. And she was like, what? He said, listen, that ain't what I need you for. I don't need you to have kids. I got a woman who got kids already. I need you to be what I need you to be. That's what you exactly is right now. Call me when you get rid of it. Call me when it's done. And he hung the phone up. Okay? She couldn't believe it. She was heartbroken. She made a TikTok story and all kinds of shit. You know how they do. All right. She talked to him 3 more times after that. Each time she talked to him, it wasn't done. And he hung up. It wasn't done. And he hung up. It wasn't done. And he hung up. It's 3 times. And he ghosted her. Everything dried up. They came and took the car. She went out there. The car was gone. All right. She got the paperwork on the door that she had to get out. You understand what I'm saying? So now she's frantic. She's frantic. This, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. She don't know what to do. Now she's looking for the man. She's trying to hunt him down. She's going by the spot she feels she can catch him at. You know what I'm saying? See, in life, he's already proven to her that things is over. But she don't believe that. She believes all the things that he did, he loves her. Even though he committed these acts, she still believes that man loves her. If she just gets the chance to see him for a couple of minutes, that love will come back in and he'll straighten all this out. This is what this the hope that she has, you know. So she trying to run down on him. She runs down and she catches him. About 3 months later, she catches him. And he said, the only reason I took care of you the way I did, because you were being exactly what I needed you to be for me. And as soon as you change that, you are not what I need for you to be for me. I don't need you to have a kid. I don't need that. I need you to be doing exactly what you were doing. You didn't like the life you was living? She said, yeah, you had a crib, you had a car, you had all the clothes, bags, you know, and all she had to do was just sign up to that. But she refused to get rid of the baby. And she didn't know how she couldn't get a DNA, nothing. He ghosted her. Yeah, so listen. The point is, you're in love. They not. All right? Now, I know the scenarios. This is a scenario that happened to a lot of women. You heard? Listen, I don't care what see, it ain't tricking if you got it. And I don't care what he spent on you. That ain't love. All right? And I don't care what you spent on her. She has a right to get up and go that way. And you can't get mad about it. She didn't pull no gun out to get you to do what she did. You understand what I'm saying? But don't never spend what's going to hurt. Why the hell you going to spend money you going to miss? You shouldn't have done it. Don't act like Big Willie and then cry like Sad Sally at the end of it. Nah, it don't work like that. It's real life things you got to face out here. You heard me? You know what I mean? And she got caught up in that because she thought that he loved her. She didn't, you know? So, that's what that is. Examine what these things really are. But that means you have to face what's really for real. You know. If they don't really love you like that, face that to yourself. Stop wasting your time. Your person might be walking right by you, and you so caught up in this head, and you miss it. You know what I mean? Real talk. And you know, I'm gonna be honest, we gonna keep this party going. Listen, yo, not for nothing. I gotta say this. For all the baby mamas, I'm gonna say hold your head, all right? I don't know what the narrative, they trying to spin this narrative, you know. They don't want to date women with kids. They don't want to wife a woman with kids, you know, and that's because you're not showing the right things. See, when you're a mother, it's a certain attribute that you're supposed to possess and display that attracts a man to you. You understand? When you're a great mother, we find that shit attractive. Don't get it twisted. I don't care what you don't. Fuck off the internet. Being a great mom is attractive. We like that. That nurturing warmth about you, we need that. Girl, I'm battling in the world every day. I need to come home to warmth and kindness. All that come with it. So being a mother is very nurturing and it makes you warmer. So when you're a great mother, the best of your energies is coming out and men are attracted to that. Try it. Okay? Just try it. That's all I'm saying, And and let's be honest. I gotta get into some about that, but I just wanna say that you want a woman that's gonna go all out for you, and but in all the things that you want out of a man or a woman, none of those things are gonna get did if you're not being clear. All right? A lie only lasts a week. All right? So unless you're being clear, you're not gonna get what you want out of it. So you have to clear all that nonsense up. Face those things for real. Shorty got us different. A lot of you dudes, and I mean this shit, a lot of y'all dealing with a chick that got a whole nother situation. Let's be for real. She got a whole nother situation, and you know that. And that's cool, but don't stop living because of it. Don't let that preoccupy your mind and your emotions in order to move on, because it is what it is, And I know you like old boy. I know you feeling him, but he not feeling you like that. Don't let that stunt your growth to where you got to go next. Like, for real. I just want to say that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's other things that got to be did. And however that goes, who you like and who you interested in has not a damn thing to do with where you're going in life. If they meant for you, they're going to go with you. Get to where the fuck you got to go. You understand me? Get to where you got to go. What that woman beefing about ain't got nothing to do with where you going in life. All right? You arguing with her should not stop your destination. Okay? Get off of that. All right? Straight up and down. I had a little question to ask. I want to ask tonight.
Hold on, somebody asked a question.
What's that?
He said, hey, I need some advice. I dropped out of high school, I'm 21, and I live in a toxic environment. I'm broke.
He 21?
Yeah.
He 21.
Yeah, he 21.
He dropped out of high school? Oh my God. Tell him I'm gonna hit him back. I'm gonna send him a message. What city he in?
Ask him.
What city you are? What city you in? Listen. Text me what city you in, and I'm gonna send you some information. All right? I got you. So listen. Back to this here. But I just wanted to remind women of that. Show the warmth that you have, and that's all those type of things are very attractive to men. But I had a scenario though for y'all. Listen, because I want to clear this up. Just started a big argument. You and your man on y'all way to the airport. All right, y'all going to pick his mother up. When you pick his mother up, who sits in the front seat? Shakur, what's your answer?
Your mother's supposed to sit in the front seat.
He said your mom sit in the front seat. Reese, what's your answer? He said Mama Love sitting in the front seat. All right. We take Mama Love back to the house. If Mama Love wants to sit in the front seat, Mama Love sit in the front seat. We get Mama Love back to the house that the couple shares. It's a one bedroom. Where does mom sleep? Where does mom sleep? Mom sleeps in the bed. All right?
Master bed.
Whatever bed we sleep, it's a one bedroom. Mom gets our bed. You heard? Straight up and down. We'll make do. Whatever they go. We'll pack up on the couch or whatever. But mom gets the bed. All right? Now, this is not a knock to your wife. But I want women to understand this. You don't want your son treating you like that. So don't knock that. First of all, listen. A wife gonna do whatever she gotta do to sustain her life. A mother gonna do whatever she gotta do to sustain your life. Your wife is not gonna take food out her mouth to keep you alive. Your mother will take the food out of her mouth to keep you alive. That is the difference between a mother and a wife. Get it right. Women, you love your sons. Stop, and don't be like that, because you would never want your son to make you feel lesser than his wife. You can replace your wife any day now. You can have multiple wives. You can only have one mother. And I want you young women to shut up with that nonsense, because that's the way you want your son to love you. All right? You might be iron-headed right now, but you know damn well you want your son to put you first forever. All right? When it comes to those type of scenarios. Real talk. I just had to throw that out there. Okay, I had another little situation. I'm going to get into that right now. You know, I asked the question, you know, you and your girlfriend are going to meet back at your house in 30 minutes. Your girlfriend gets there 20 minutes before you. Does she wait in the house with your husband, or does she wait in the car? Okay? That's the question. Now, when I say that, these questions are tied to the fact that a lot of times you were the reason that other people got interested in who you were interested in. It was your fault. Okay? Everybody don't need to know how good that person treats you. Everybody don't need to know how good that person make you feel. Because these people are looking for good things too. These people looking for good things too. You know, keep a good thing to yourself. I saw a video the other day, chick doubled back and got old boy number. You know what I'm saying? But she just hugged and kissed his girl because they go back. You know, yeah, it's like that out here. Shut the hell up about what's good to you because some people want what you have. I mean that shit. I told you what's a man's biggest fear, right? A man's biggest fear is that another man sees what he sees in the woman he loves. He gonna fuck around and have to kill that nigga, straight up. It's shit like that, you know what I mean? But that's what we doing tonight. How much time I got in, Shakur? It's a good night, y'all.
28 minutes.
Say word. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Listen. I had a good time. We're going to chop it up again tomorrow. I'm going to answer all y'all questions. Please hit me in the DM. Please feel free to leave a gift. You understand what I'm saying? We're going to meet here same time. 9 o'clock tomorrow, y'all. 9 o'clock tomorrow. We're going to come back with some more. We're going to growth and building development. That's what we're doing here. You heard? Listen, everybody stay up. Don't listen to none of the nonsense. You are bigger than the bullshit. Carry yourself that way. You heard? Let the dumb shit fall on deaf ears. If you have a hard time doing it, that's a learned behavior. Learn how to do that. That's all I'm saying. You know, because we just want to be better than we was yesterday. Simple. Y'all safety. Y'all salute. You heard? Have a good night. Yo, can you put my boy? It's too late. Can you put my boy on right quick? We're going to leave with this one right here, y'all. We're going to leave with this one right here. Said I prayed for this shit. Yeah, run that right quick. Leave it with that. Yeah, run that right quick, man.